Let's see. Baba is taking us on a different journey today as we have started New Year. So all Murli points we will see more in subtle way that will bring newness within us as well. 2nd January 2023 morning Murli Om Shanti Bap Dada Madhuban. Essence. Sweet children, you are Raj Rishis. The Father is teaching you to renounce the whole of the old world. By doing this, you become able to claim a royal status. In order to claim anything, you have to go through some process. And in order to receive or claim royal status, what is the process? Renounce the old world. So Baba said you have to renounce old world in your consciousness. You are not renouncing physically. Sometimes people are not clear that are we really renouncing physically or just in our consciousness. We are doing both way, but we don't go away from our regular responsibility of household life and other things that is needed to be done to play our part. Question: why can none of the acts that human beings perform at this time be neutral? Answer: because Maya's kingdom is over the whole world. The 5 vices have entered everyone, and this is why the act they perform are sinful. Maya does not exist in the golden age, and so the acts that human beings perform there are neutral. So Baba is giving us philosophy of karma. Another question: we children receive a good prize. We all, right? Those who become pure on the basis of Srimad and become sticks for the blind, and those who are never influenced by the 5 vices and do not defame the clan's name, receive a very good prize. The passports of those who are repeatedly defeated by Maya are cancelled. So Baba said we have to be just careful. Song, Salutations to Shiva. Very beautiful song. When we salute to Shiva, we receive all the treasures. Om Shanti. The highest of all is God, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. He is the Creator. He first creates Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. Then when you come down into the land of immortality, there is the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayana. It is the Sun dynasty kingdom, not the Moon dynasty. Who explains this? The ocean of knowledge. Human beings cannot explain this to other human beings. The Father is the highest of all. He is the one whom the people of Bharat call the Mother and Father. Therefore, the Mother and Father are definitely needed in a practical way. This is remembered, and so he must have been this at some time. First of all, there is the highest on high, the incorporeal, Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. There is a soul in each one. It is when a soul is in a body that he becomes happy or unhappy. These matters have to be understood. These are not tall stories. Everything that the gurus and saints, etc. relate are tall stories. At present, Bharat is hell. In the golden age, it will be called heaven. Lakshmi and Narayan used to rule there. Everyone there was very fortunate. No one there was unfortunate. So a special thing, underline. There is no unfortunate word in the dictionary of the golden age. It's a very good point. Sometime to do churning, which words will not be in the dictionary of Golden Age. There was no sorrow or disease. So this is a very good effort also, that I will have only those words in my mind, on my lips, that is will be in Golden Age, right? So the words will not be in Golden Age, will be not in my life also, not in my Brahman life also. So I have to keep creating proper dictionary of my mind. See, we all have a vocabulary in our consciousness. So we have to make sure that my mind has a right vocabulary. So whatever is in Golden Age dictionary, whatever is in Angels dictionary, whatever was in Brahma Baba's dictionary, Mama's dictionary, Dadi's dictionary. So many times we used to go and say, Dadi, this thing. I say, you cannot speak this word, like that. But Dadi, this happened, blah. Dadi said, no, you cannot speak this word. I remember Sister Jayanti shared long back. She said, I was trying to explain something to, somebody was explaining something to Dadi. This person like this person. Jayanti Ben said, Dadi was listening, and Dadi said to that soul, I don't know, brother or sister, no matter how much you said, I'm not going to give confirmation that this person has this kind of weaknesses. I'm not going to endorse it, So Daddy was very careful. You go and say any word, Daddy would say, don't speak these words, like that. So this is like we have to also create some new vocabulary. And I am trying to do that in last 1 year. We always do it, we are giving class or something, we are nice and sweet, but then regular conversation, our vocabulary become different, right? So I said, okay, let me change it. And it helps a lot, because your words and your thoughts and your feelings and your vibration, they all are connected, and it has a package. So Baba said that this is the world of sinful souls. The people of Bharat were residents of heaven. It used to be the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. Everyone believes in Krishna. Just see, he has been given 2 globes. The picture, the Krishna has a 2 globes. What is the meaning of that? I will finish the Murli, and maybe Sharona Ben will share. The Krishna soul says, I am now kicking hell away and have heaven in my hands. Previously, there was the land of Krishna. Now it is the land of Kans, devils. Krishna is also included in this. This is his last of 84 births. But Krishna does not have that form now. The Father sits here and explains. The Father comes and makes Bharat into heaven. The Father has now come to make hell into heaven once again. This is the old world. The world that was new has now become old. Buildings still become old from new. Eventually, they become ready for demolition. The Father says, I teach you children Raja Yoga in order to make you into the residents of heaven. So underline, you are Raj Rishis. You renounce the vices in order to claim a kingdom. Baba is every day hammering this very nicely, that I am teaching you to go into the heaven. Because we have to come out of certain old belief system, old way of doing, old way of speaking, old way of behaving, because we think it was nice, it was good, it was, consider professional, or it consider intellectual, it consider, so we had all this old belief system. So Baba is changing it. The Father sits here and explains. The Father comes and makes Bharat into heaven. The Father has now come to make hell into heaven once again. This is the old world. The world that was new has now become old. Buildings still become old from new. Eventually, they become ready for demolition. The father says, I teach you children Raj Yoga in order to make you into the residents of heaven. You are Raj Rishis. You renounce the vices in order to claim a kingdom. Those sannyasis renounce their homes and go into a jungle. However, they still remain in the old world. The unlimited Father inspires you to renounce hell by granting you a vision of heaven. Underline, the Father says, I have come to take all of you back. So what we will say, Baba, I'm ready. Baba has come to take me back home. So am I ready? Or said, Baba, wait, I have to pack this or pack that. So we can talk to Baba from our heart. The Father tells you all that you do not know your own births. It is definite that whatever action people perform, good or bad, they take birth according to those sanskars. Some become wealthy, some become poor, some become diseased, and others become healthy. Those are their karmic accounts of their previous birth. Those who are healthy must definitely have built a hospital, etc., in their previous birth. Those who give a lot of donation and perform a lot of charity become wealthy. Whatever actions human beings perform in hell definitely become sinful because the five vices are present in everyone. Now sannyasis adopt purity and stop committing sin. Although they go and live in a jungle, their action do not become neutral. This is also subtle aspect of action. The Father explains at present it is Maya's kingdom. Therefore, the actions human beings perform would only be sinful. Maya does not exist in the golden and silver ages. This is why people's actions never become sinful and why there is no sorrow there. That's why even while doing Baba's service, we are becoming careful that we are connecting to the souls, those who are in Maya's kingdom. So we have to be very careful, to keep ourselves under the armor of Baba's light and love, while doing, because otherwise they are in Maya's kingdom and their energy can affect me. So we have to be very careful. At present, there are first the chains of Ravan and then the chains of the path of devotion. You have been stumbling around in every birth. The Father says, I also told you earlier that you cannot meet me by doing penance or intense meditation, etc. In the bhakti, people have done lots of penance and lots of intense meditation, but they didn't meet God. Why? Because to meet God, you require such an innocent heart, such a surrenderness, such a trust, such a kind of humble intellect. I only come when it is the end of the path of devotion. Devotion begins in the copper age. When people experience sorrow, they remember God. In the golden and silver ages, everyone is 100-fold fortunate, whereas here all are unfortunate. They continue to weep and wail. There continues to be untimely death. The Father says, I come when hell has to change into heaven. Bharat is an ancient land. Those who come at the beginning have to remain till the end. The cycle of 84 births has been remembered. The Trimurti that the government creates should include Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar, but they have instead portrayed a lion. There is no image of the Father, the Creator, but they have put an image of cycle below. They think that it is spinning wheel, but it is in fact the cycle of the drama. Baba is creating spiritual meaning of government symbol and everything. So they have given it the name will free from sorrow. You now become free from sorrow. It's a very good point and good practice in New Year, not to take sorrow, not to give sorrow. I just said actually not to take sorrow. That's it. If you don't take sorrow, you cannot give sorrow at all. So you don't have to think of it. Just don't take sorrow. Keep taking happiness, bliss, joy, cheerfulness from Baba. Then eventually you don't have to use word, I don't need to take sorrow. I take so much love, so much bliss, so much cheerfulness, so much happiness from my Baba, the ocean. So eventually the sorrow also will be erased from my dictionary. By remembering the cycle of 84 births, you become rulers of the globe for 21 births. Underline, cycle of 84 births make me ruler of 21 births. It's a good technique. This Dada is completing his 84 births. This is the final birth of Krishna. The father sits here and explains to him, in fact, this is the final birth of all of you. The people of Bharat who belong to the deity religion have experienced the full 84 births. The cycle is now coming to an end for everyone. Those bodies of yours have become dirty. This world is very dirty. That is why you are inspired to renounce it. You should not attach your hearts to this graveyard. Attach your hearts to the Father and your inheritance. Attachment is allowed, but where that should be proper. So you can attach your heart to Baba and inheritance. We were jokingly, lovingly, spiritual lovingly said, Daddy, I am attached to you. Daddy said, no, just attach with Baba. But we said, Daddy, we will attach to you, then you will make us attach to Baba faster. So Daddy will smile. He said, when you are in some kind of scene of the drama, call me. I will help you. Like that. So we have to attach to the souls. That's why Daddy Janki in her room always putting ancestor souls picture. As he said, all the ancestor souls are blessing me. As Daddy is the one who left body little later than all the ancestor daddies. They all are blessing me. They all are blessing me. So Daddy was connected to Baba, but Daddy was counting and giving credit and appreciating all the ancestor souls also. So we have to keep this balance. Sometimes we become dry, I'm connected to Baba, connected to Baba. No. Our sister Mohini in Avyakti Parivar shares beautiful wisdom. That is her deep practice. But she's keep saying, once Dadi Janki said this, one Chandramani Dadi said this, one Prakashmani Dadi said this. Why? Because the deep appreciation of your role models, your mentors, your ancestors. Because only Shiv Baba also not enough. Because Baba said, I am doing work, teamwork. And you all have to do the teamwork. We will be in the golden age. We will be in the kingdom of Brahma, Baba, Mamma, Dadi Prakashmani, Dadi Janki, Dadi Chandramani. They all are great emperors. We will be with them, playing part with them. So if we don't connect now, we cannot connect in future either. So it's very, very important we connect with all the instruments because we will be playing part in the golden age. We don't depend emotionally on anyone. But of course, ancestor soul, we receive emotional strength also. So this subtle aspect, we all can underline in New Year. Attach your hearts to the Father and your inheritance. You souls are imperishable, your bodies are perishable. Now remember me and your final thoughts will lead you to your destination. It is remembered that those who remember their wife at the end attain a status accordingly. The father says now those who remember Shiv Baba at the end can attain the status of Narayan. You receive the status of Narayan in the golden age. No one except the Father can enable you to receive that status. This school is for changing from human beings into deities. The one who is teaching is the Father, whose praise you heard. Salutations to Shiva. You know that you have become his children and that you are now claiming your inheritance. You no longer follow the dictates of human beings. By following the dictates of human beings, all have become residents of hell. All the scriptures that are remembered are created by human beings. The whole of Bharat has now become corrupt in their religion and action. That's why all different religions, they are having different kind of, code of conducts or a lifestyle. And we have to be very careful because they are not going to take me in golden age. So we have our unique system and we follow with all the love and all the respect. And we never compromise it. Rather, we become good example that they can learn from us. So many VIPs come to Madhuban, so many interfaith people also, and they said, we really said how beautiful your organization has such a structure, that you have such a divine spiritual support system. So this is a very, very important thing. The whole of the Bharat has now become corrupt in their religion and actions. Deities were pure. The Father now says, if you want to become 100 times fortunate, become pure. Promise Baba that you will definitely become pure and claim your full inheritance from him. This old impure world has to end. There is so much battling and fighting. There is so much anger. People have created such huge bombs. They have so much anger and greed. Some children have had visions of how Sri Krishna emerges from the palace of womb. Here, a womb is a jail. And as soon as you are released, Maya makes you commit sin. There, when the child emerges from the palace of womb, there is a light everywhere. Underline. He lives in a great comfort. When he emerges from the womb, maids pick him up and bugle begin to sound everywhere. Wow. There is so much difference between here and there. The three worlds have been explained to you children. See now how Baba is taking us on the tour from golden age and then now Baba said three worlds. So we have to flow with Baba. Souls come from the land of peace. A soul is like a star and resides in the center of the forehead. Let's few seconds. Center of the forehead, see beautiful star in the middle of. The imperishable recording of 84 is in the soul. The drama is never destroyed. No one's act can be changed. It is a wonder. A part of the 84 births is recorded so accurately in this tiny soul. It never becomes old. It is constantly new. The soul begins his identical part once again. Now you children would not say each soul is the supreme soul. The Father explains the accurate meaning of Hum So to you. The meaning that those people have created is wrong. Either they say that they are Brahma or that they are God, the creator of Maya. In fact, Maya cannot be created. Maya is the five vices. The Father does not create Maya. The Father creates the new world. No one else can say that they are creating a world. There is only the one unlimited Father. The meaning of Om has also been explained to you, children. A soul is an embodiment of peace. He resides in the land of peace. The Father is the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of bliss. You could not sing this praise for a soul. Yes, souls do have knowledge. The Father says, I only come once. I definitely have to give you your inheritance. Bharat becomes heaven through the inheritance I gave you. There is purity, peace, and happiness there. This inheritance is of constant happiness and is given by the unlimited Father. When there was purity, there was also peace and happiness. Now there is impurity, and there is therefore sorrow and peacelessness. The Father sits here and explains, at first you souls were in the incorporeal world, then you souls went into the deity religion, and then the warrior religion. You were Satopradhan for 8 births. Then for 12 births, you had to the Sato stage. Then for 21 births, you were in the Copper Age. And then you took 42 births in the Iron Age. You became Shudras here and you have now come into the Brahman clan again. You will then go into the deity clan. You are now in the lap of God. The Father explains to you very clearly. By knowing the 84 births, you come to know everything. You have the knowledge of the whole cycle in your intellects. You also know that there is only one religion in the Golden Age, the World Almighty Authority Kingdom. You are now claiming the status of Lakshmi and Narayan. The Golden Age is the pure world, and there are very few there. All the rest of the souls are in the land of liberation. The bestower of salvation for all is the one Father. No one knows him. They say that God is omnipresent. The Father asks, who told you that? They say it is written in the Gita. Who created the Gita? God speaks, I take the support of this ordinary body of Brahma. How could God sit and give knowledge to one Arjuna alone on the battlefield? You are not taught to wage war or to gamble. God is the one who changes human beings into deities. How could he tell you to gamble or to wage war? Then they say that Draupadi had 5 husbands. How could that be possible? Baba created heaven a cycle ago. He's now creating it once again. Krishna is now completing his 84 births. The king, the queen, and all the subjects, everyone are now completing their 84 births. You have now changed from Shudras into Brahmins. Those who come into the Brahman religion say Mama and Baba. However, whether they believe it or not is up to them. Some think that the destination is too high for them. Underline. Nevertheless, they have heard a little, and so they will definitely go to heaven, but they will claim a low status. There, as are the rulers, so the subjects, all are very happy. The very name is heaven. Heavenly God, the Father, establishes heaven. This is hell. Ravan has put all the Sitas in jail. All of them are sitting in the cottage of sorrow and remembering God in order to be liberated from Ravan. The golden age is the cottage free from sorrow. Destruction cannot take place until your Sun dynasty kingdom has been established. Only when the kingdom is established and the children have reached their karmatic stage will the final war will open. You children have to become worthy of going to heaven. Underline, Baba issues your passports. So make sure we have our passport ready. But then you have to have the stamp, have visa, right? The purer you become and the more you become sticks for the blind, the receive, prize you receive will accordingly be good. You have to promise Baba. What promise? Sweet Baba, we will definitely stay in remembrance of you. The main thing is purity. You definitely have to donate the 5 vices. Some become defeated and are then able to stand up again. If you are knocked down by Maya 2 to 4 times, you fall and your passport is cancelled. The father says, children, do not become those who defame the clan's name. If you renounce the vices, I will definitely make you into the masters of heaven. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Dada. The spiritual father says
Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children says Namaste to the spiritual father.
Namaste to the spiritual father.
Om Shanti.
Essence for Dharna. In order to become 100 times fortunate, promise the Father that you will remain pure. Do not attach your heart to this dirty, impure world. I, the soul, in order to become 100 times fortunate, promise the Father that I will remain pure. I, the soul, do not attach my heart to this dirty, impure world. We personalize the dharana. Never be defeated by Maya. You must not become those who defame the clan's name. Become worthy of claiming your passport to heaven from the Father. I, the soul, never be defeated by Maya. I, the soul, must not become those defame the clan's name. I, the soul, become worthy of claiming my passport to heaven from Father. So this is a very good thing. Only Father can give me passport to heaven. Blessing. May you constantly be an embodiment of power and practice the art of keeping your mind busy and free from any waste. I, the soul, constantly be an embodiment of power and practice the art of keeping my mind busy and free from any waste. Baba's Murli, Saturday and Sunday, lots of tips to become free from waste. In today's world, people in top positions set their daily timetable according to their time. In the same way, all of you who are the images of support for whole world renewal, those who are the hero actors in this unlimited drama, the ones who have lives as valuable as a diamond, also have to stabilize your minds and intellects in a powerful stage and set a program for them. Use the art of keeping your mind busy and you will become free from all waste. You will never get upset. Slogan. Remain happy on seeing every scene of the drama and you will never be caught up in the attraction of any good or bad. I, the soul, remain happy on seeing every scene of the drama, and I will never be caught up in the attraction of anything good or bad. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Let's have a moment of silence.